Your Country 1039 KGRT, Blake Shelton, and nobody. My friends, you know what time it is.
Time now for the question of the day.
That's right. It is time for our question of the day. And our question of the day basically comes from an interesting situation that happened to a couple up in Stockton, California, where they locked themselves inside a pair of dog crates. How, you may ask? That's what I was thinking. The couple bought the crates and then climbed inside to test out the doors, and the doors closed behind them. A couple of them were they were able to free themselves by maneuvering the crates in front to one another and opening them up. Had that not worked, they would have had to had Alexa call their neighbors to come and free them. So, fortunately, of course, they avoided that embarrassing situation, but then decided to tell people. I don't get that one. But that leads us to our question of the day, which is quite simply, I think at times in our lives we end up in some embarrassing situations, and it's kind of funny when you think back on some of these things. So what is the most hilariously embarrassing and or compromising position that you have found yourself in or been caught in? Let's keep it clean, my friends. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. I mean, I've got a couple of situations. I mean, I was a kid at the time, but there's that one time I got a pinion stuck up my nose. Yeah, that was a hospital visit for sure. And then, of course, there was the time, and this actually happens to me so much that I actually had to have a key buddy to help me out here. But I once locked my keys in the car while I was running. Yeah, and had to wait for my key buddy to bring my keys to me. So I was running for like 15 minutes, just standing outside of my car listening to it run. Yeah, got to watch out for that one. That one's happened to me more than a couple of times. But I mean, sometimes situations happen, and, you need some help every once in a while. May not be a dog cart or locking your keys in your car while the car is running. I once left my car running and went into work. It was running for like an hour before somebody said, "Hey, why is your car running?" At the mall. Luckily, nobody wanted to steal a, 1982 Subaru, so that was okay. But yeah, that happens to me a lot, so it is a little bit embarrassing and hilarious, I think. But what about you? Have you ever, been caught in any type of hilarious or embarrassing situation? It's not quite so fun at the time, but now when you think about it, yeah, it's kind of funny to talk about it. Go ahead and let me know your answers. That is our question of the day. Of course, you can call them in, or you can text them in on our Zia Comics hotline or text line, 575-523-KGRT. That is 575-523-5478. And, of course, we are live on our social media pages right now, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Go ahead and leave comments there. For our question of the day, what's the most hilariously embarrassing and or compromising position or situation that you may have been caught in or that you've experienced? Keep it clean, my friends. That is our question of the day. Okay, we are exclusively up on our social media pages right now. Good morning. And sometimes things happen and it might necessarily not feel so great at the time. But then, of course, you find yourself telling that story about that time like hey, remember that time when your ex ran you over? Yeah, that was hilarious. That's a great story. We'll have to tell you that sometime. Let's see. Annette says, that's funny. I had a bean stuck in my nose. Mine was a pinion. It was just true. It was just one of those things. I got bored. Kids stick things up their noses and one got stuck. Yeah, like I said, it was a hospital visit. I think mom showed me the pinion in a little jar. I never wonder what happened to that pinion. But anyway, yeah, so embarrassing situations, they happen sometimes with kids. Sometimes we're adults and stuff like that just kind of happens. So if you got any stories or anything you'd like to share, don't worry. A lot of this is anonymous. So that will happen on occasion, except for my family members. I'm going to call them out. So go ahead and let me know. Yeah, what is... go ahead and put that one up there on our social media. Let's see. What is the most hilariously embarrassing and or compromising position or situation that you may have been caught in or that has happened to you? So go ahead and let me know those answers. In the meantime, let's find out what is going on in and around the world. Of course, you may have heard that the oldest person in the world, 118-year-old Lucille Rendon, passed away which makes 115-year-old Maria Brañas now the oldest woman in the world. Maria was born in San Francisco, but now lives in Spain at a nursing home, and 11 grandchildren, 13 great-grandchildren. Maria beat COVID in 2020 as well, so she's also gone through the Spanish flu and the COVID and the whole thing like that. So keep going, Maria. Fox Sports has no plans to add Tom Brady to their Super Bowl broadcast. He signed a 10-year deal and $375 million contract to work with Fox once he retires. Guess he's still trying to figure that one out. And also, it looks like there's a new dating term that is trending called winter coating. It is defined as when someone reaches out to an old flame during the winter months, just how you reach for the back of your closet for that old winter coat. That's not cool. And a survey by Sandals reveals that 72% of couples would pick a vacation over an extravagant engagement ring. Well, the nice vacation and, to be honest, a beach resort, I wouldn't necessarily deny that one for sure. And let's see. Also saw that Amazon is going to fire 18,000 people because of the poor economy. And yeah, if you think that a lot of the big businesses are going to be immune to this economy, man, it affects everybody right there. But of course, we want to do our best to support our small business community as well, because that is important. Once again, I'm looking for answers to our question of the day. Let's see. Somebody else. I'm going to keep them anonymous. Okay. Oops. That wasn't anonymous. Sorry about that. So make sure that you are not known. But somebody just said they fell onto my knees walking towards the office while other employees were walking along. Yep. I've fallen a couple of times too. But embarrassed, but you got up and brushed it off. That is how you do it. You just brush it off and move on, right? You just keep on going. Country on, as they say, or, what is it? Cowboy on. Yeah, there you go. So once again, looking for more answer to our question of the day. Have you ever had any embarrassing or hilariously embarrassing situations that you may have been caught in? Like I said, not maybe too fun at the moment, but when you look back on it, yeah, that was kind of funny. So go ahead and let me know your answers to our question of the day. And of course, you can call those in. You can text those in on our Zia Comics hotline or text line 575-523-KGRT. Or you can go ahead and leave your comments on our social media pages. Once again, we are up on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So go ahead and leave your comments throughout the day. I love going back through those as everybody takes a look at these later on in the afternoon and stuff. So that is, my friends, our question of the day. What is the most hilariously embarrassing and or compromising position or situation that you have been caught in? Oh, I just remembered one more. I remember singing along to a song while at work, which I do all the time, but I accidentally left the mic on and was singing along to a lot of people. Luckily, the part where my voice turns everybody to stone does not apparently work when you're doing it over the radio. That one was embarrassing.